It is great to have you back here at CoinSuri's channel. Who are you with? Your vote enter in the option community. Option A XRP. Option B REPL. Option C SEC. There is just 125 of us doing it. First of all, I must say that this is absolutely bonkers. Please be informed that Binance has reinstituted the suspension of XRP withdrawals, thus it would be wise to keep your XRP on the stress test centralized exchanges. To begin with, they lack decentralization. Therefore, if anything goes wrong, you guys are the ones to blame. You are, in essence, placing your trust in these groups. Hey, those people have the key to your house. Assume I'm right. Surely it must have been the driving force behind the creation of crypto. I mean, come on, you get to keep your own keys, right? But don't worry. The procedures to ensure customer knowledge will soon be recorded in the ledger. Unless this elbow is in question, I'm assuming that everything else will be under surveillance. Once again. Was it also rejected here, guys? Whoever is leaving with this much money is completely unknown to me. Nance said that XRP is active. As far as the men are concerned, it is paramount. The other one. Not the doom of a debtor. Unfortunately, my ledger is malfunctioning. I am quite certain about that. And hey, use whichever wallet makes you feel most at ease if buying electric cars isn't important to you. Okay, everyone, I think we can go now. How did the year 2025 come to fruition? For the simple reason that by 2025, the total value of all cryptocurrency will have risen to $49 trillion. Pardon me? Still, there are many who think that $100 per XRP will never happen, even though market analysts have pegged the total value of cryptocurrencies at $49. All things considered, in order to position oneself for the next crypto cycle and impending bull markets, one should set long-term entry pricing. All coins still have a fair amount of risk to them, and if the interest cycle dynamics of cryptocurrencies are to be believed, altcoins will do better than Bitcoin and Ethereum during bull markets and worse during bear markets. Following this phase, there may be a moderate and continuous early bull run that reaches $5 trillion by the end of year 24. That has to be the year's most odd occurrence, because that is exactly what it is. After the $5 trillion is gone, XRP will surely get a cut of the $10. Does this make sense? Hence, most currencies would likely underperform during this initial bull market surge, with Bitcoin and Ethereum likely to reap the most benefits, based to the features of previous cycles. To be honest, I'm not sure, but that seems implausible to me. No one wants to lose out on the most popular meme money if Bitcoin's value increases, and a rise in Bitcoin's value will impact all coins. But that is precisely why I don't think CMC coin market cap will grow at the same early rate as Bitcoin or Ethereum. So, their point is that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum will have a huge price surge, and then the rest of the market will follow suit. This might contribute to the peak coin market worth of $15 trillion to $20 trillion. A value of $7.9 trillion is supported by the entire trend line, whereas the upper limit for a cycle 4 in late 25 is $49 trillion. This is not a made-up thing, man. Pardon me? From what I can tell, the market is entering its last stages, which bodes well for almost exponential expansion. Oh my goodness! I find that very absurd. Listen, with $49 trillion at stake, how does this man intend to handle the Bitcoin market in 2019? Bitcoin market forecast. Oh, I get it. This is where it all begins. Are these documents? Could this be a report for class? Wow, I am completely confused. Pay attention, men. Not me. We will pretend the total is $49 trillion. Is that XRP worth $100? Stop by and visit us. Now tell me, what is this? Now tell me, what is this? In principle, Ripple seems to have approved it. Why? The reason behind this is that just few hours earlier, 97% of rewards were publicized via Twitter. Digital assets and blockchain, according to industry leaders, will be crucial in enabling faster payments over the next 3 years. Read our latest payments guide to find out how IT service firms can expedite their overseas payments. A lot of people are furious down here, but it states for the next 3 years. 626 pieces, not later than 2025. The $49 trillion link is obvious to them, so let's continue reading. Pay attention. I'm really intrigued by this. I was under the impression that everything was connected. Things are happening at the speed of light. Once again, this image captures the essence. Indeed, this is the currency of the future. Also, this move doesn't take days, but seconds, dudes. As a result, it basically went global. Experts estimate that by 2024, the budget for information technology services would have surpassed $1.5 trillion. As competent people grow more difficult to find. Even though many of these businesses process payments from all over the world, they are still trying to expand globally, to tap into a more diverse pool of talent. This means that managing vendor payments and payroll across a global network is dependent on a legacy payment system, which relies on transactions that are slow, expensive, and opaque. Legacy financial institutions may charge up to $100 per transaction and take up to 5 days to process final settlements. Also, XRP won't be relevant to your average TV sitcom, so the argument goes. Assume I'm right. In other words, if it's assisting the poor, then why is it problematic? Envision this: you transferred funds. I can't say for sure because neither of us has dealt with this issue before. Consider sending money by mail for a second. To those you care about, but unfortunately, the cost is too high, dudes. And that's before you even consider taxes. Even if you do, they'll still take a cut. You all need to get a life. Crazy and experienced, or rates between 4 and 6%. Companies already have a hard enough time keeping track of their payments without having to freeze critical cash and pre-funded accounts just to make ends meet. After that, we can see how payments to vendors have been simplified. You can pay vendors, suppliers, or employees in real time anywhere in the world using its service providers, just like with Ripple payments, reliable and cheap real-time cross-border payments powered by blockchain technology. The permanent ledger is available all year round, continuously. Plus, because Ripple payments aren't required before funding it, service providers can reinvest their jailed money into other areas of business. Oh, I get it. The result is similar to a flywheel effect, you know. Everything is getting out of hand like a snowball since they can't do anything with their capital that is in prison. And now, for the easy part, paying each other. Any business that has ever sent money abroad through wire transfer understands all too well the many days of processing delay that are associated with traditional payment networks. Furthermore, worldwide corresponding banking linkages will decrease by about 25% from 2011 to 2020. The longer payment chains have increased the cost and delay of transactions. By shifting the flow of capital from one bank to another, Ripple payments completely reverse this relationship. Oh no, I'm amused. Alright, get up and move quickly. Everyone liked this little mistake. Why? Because it has to be flipped. The 3 to 5 second settlement time for faster payments allows businesses to react quickly to urgent demands, negotiate reductions with customers and suppliers, and clear outstanding balances more quickly. It's similar to the snowball effect. Third, improve transparency while cutting costs. In order to manage their international payment systems, the majority of organizations presently use time-consuming and labor-intensive manual processes. Due to the complexity of dealing with foreign currencies and lengthy cash flows, this could be challenging and result in data security issues. Furthermore, it has a detrimental effect on the customer service they receive. False, it might lead to failed payments. Thanks to Ripple Payments' increased openness, correct foreign exchange quotes can be provided upfront for all international transactions, regardless of how much they cost. There is a lot of transparency and, naturally, reduced rates for the typical person, since we are now dealing with the poor rather than the ridiculously wealthy. As an effort to assist everyone, I'd like to call out Dave in particular and bring up the fact that we can use Ripple payments to get around the limitations of our outdated legacy payment processors. Businesses can benefit from Ripple's global workforce, supply chain diversification, local currency payouts, region expansion, software and license access, and provider competitiveness. Oh, I get it. It would appear that businesses are affected by Ripples, at least in regards to payments. I mean, they're targeting more than just the tech industry, right? You could or might not be aware of that. However, we only brought up the topic. Many of the studies that discuss deciphering CBDCs mention the XRP ledger as an important part of that technology. A CBD oil blend who is inventing all this nonsense, dudes? They are merely. There is no one else in the world who can interpret their name the way they can. To the best of my knowledge, there is just one decoder for rattles and riddles. But cannabidiol, this practical reference covers every aspect of AC/DC design and implementation, from planning to execution. Nobody has brought up the fact that central banks can manage their CBDC using the Ripple CDC private ledger. You can enjoy these benefits throughout your life cycle by integrating with top prepayment systems, overlay services, and ACBC solutions built on a private ledger based on XRP ledger technology. A number of coins, including XRP, Stellar, Ripple, and others, will be included in the next XRP ledger. Here you may observe the differences between all of them. Okay, Ripple Crew, the right notable alliances, Bhutan, and Palau. The number of partnerships that have not been saved by them is staggering. Your immune currency is of little concern to Citibank, one of the world's largest liquidity providers. At this very moment, they are probably thinking along such lines. Why? This is because they would like XRP liquidity checks for international money transfers. Money and illustrated municipal token services. In the near future, we aim to add 3 or 5 more so that tokenized deposits can be moved around corridors and cities. Currently, it's only Singapore and us. The cross-bank cross is preferred by our clients over city tokens or other bank tokens, despite the fact that our internal token is great. Yes, even their own banks do not want her. What effect does that have on you? Find out how liquid your order is. An impartial bridge and currency are what they truly require. With the platform architecture in-house, it is essential that we partner with other companies, like the Regulated Liability Network, to address these complex concerns affecting the entire industry. I also have a lot of queries that still haven't been answered. One good thing about Arlen's goal of becoming an FMI is that it's not easy to put into words because I can't be sure of the original source, but we've always been clear that XRP isn't meant for international payments. Rather, it's a derivatives market that settles 24/7 with Bitcoin. With Bitcoin safely stored in BlackRock's cold storage, XRP can settle ETFs using DTCC digital assets. Considering the $1.2 quadrillion derivatives market, Ripple's joining ICA could be a smokescreen for something else entirely. Last but not least, we have the partnerships. Since Robo's ties to the QNB group connect the MENA region to the Philippines. This connection is increasing Robo's clout within the BRICS states, as we can see for ourselves. If you look at the companies they're in talks with, you might find another cryptocurrency company that's doing what Ripple is doing, maybe Coinbase, but I'm referring to the one with a damn coin. QB Group, our biggest partner in Meta with China Bank and the Philippines, is bringing the Ripple Nets customer experience to Filipinos in Qatar, who are supporting Qatar as it hosts the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Assuming you are a furniture vendor without extensive knowledge of your options, you should likely prepare to have things go berserk soon. Never, ever do furniture pieces get a finish. I know that sounds absurd, but this card just kept going missing. Give my channel a thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you see. Goodbye for now.